Hi everyone and welcome to May's edition of Azure Updates. As always, I just want to stress that the content is publicly available on the web and not under Microsoft NDA guidelines. Therefore, please feel free to share with customers and peers and reach out to me with any comments or suggestions. We start off this month's recording with the eagerly anticipated news that we can now support migration of infrastructure as a service resources from Classic to ARM. This is achieved using a new migration service which has just got into public preview. Now we're really excited to be able to offer customers the ability to migrate across to this new model and take advantage of the new experiences and APIs that it offers. Azure Resource Manager simplifies complex deployments driven by templates, incorporating access management and tagging solutions. What's more, with scalable, parallel deployment for virtual machines into availability sets, there's never been a better time to begin your migration strategy. During public preview, we're offering two migration scopes, primarily targeting compute and network services. Firstly, the migration of virtual machines that are not in a virtual network. Now, because of the way that we enforce security of your applications by default, all virtual machines moving into Azure Resource Manager do have a requirement to be hosted within a virtual network. Therefore, VMs will need to be restarted during migration. We give you two choices with this though. You can choose to request the creation of a new virtual network or deploy into an existing one. For migration of virtual machines already hosted within a virtual network, we are only migrating the metadata between the Classic and ARM API. The reality is that the underlying VMs are running on the same hardware, in the same network, and with the same storage, thus the data plane will continue to work. Finally, with this new service, we're also releasing community-based PowerShell scripts that will allow the cloning of virtual machines from Classic to ARM. These will be highlighted on the Azure site and on our GitHub repository. We're also very excited to be announcing the general availability of Recovery Services Vault in Azure Resource Manager. Now, this replaces the older backup and site recovery services offered in the Classic portal with a unified solution that enables disaster recovery for a wealth of scenarios. With our cloud-first backup strategy, you're able to perform application-consistent backups for both Windows and Linux virtual machines without the need to shut down. You'll also get bottomless recovery services that eliminate storage concerns and efficiency and reliability with no backup infrastructure maintenance required. On top of this, we also have support for Resource Manager VMs, premium storage SKUs, and PowerShell support, all wrapped into a simplified user experience hosted within our new portal. Now, this provides a compelling value proposition. Customers can use a single solution to safeguard their IaaS VMs in the cloud as well as on-premise data, including files and folders from Windows deployments and applications running locally. Azure Dev Test Labs expands its footprint with the announcement that it's become available in 6 more regions. This includes deployments in Australia, Brazil, Europe, America, and Asia. The service that helps developers and testers quickly create environments while minimizing costs and controlling waste has proven to be a big hit within the community, and we're excited to keep delivering on our commitment and innovation goals. With DevTest Labs, customers are able to easily integrate their deployment pipeline and provision on-demand environments. They're also able to scale up load testing by provisioning multiple test agents and creating pre-provisioned environments for training and demos. Data in the cloud is growing at an exponential pace, and we've been working on ways to help customers manage the cost of storing data in the Microsoft cloud. An important aspect of managing any storage solution is the ability to be able to tier data based on attributes such as frequency of access and retention. It is with this in mind that we're excited to announce the general availability of Cool Blob Storage, a low-cost storage option for cool use scenarios including backup, media, scientific data, compliance, and archive records. In essence, becoming a desirable option for any data that is seldom used. With this new offering, customers will be able to choose between hot and cool options, with costs starting as low as a penny per gigabyte depending on region. What's more, because we have designed the APIs to be 100% compatible, integration into accounts will be seamless while still enjoying the availability, scalability, and durability the service is renowned for. Support from our partner ecosystem is strong and continues to gain momentum. This includes partners such as Commvault, Veritas, SoftNAS, and Cloudberry, to name a few. In other news, Microsoft announces an egress fee waiver for the academic community. Now, Microsoft has always had strong partnerships with the academic community, and as we move into arguably the most exciting time for technology innovation and change, we believe that educational institutions of all types and sizes can benefit from our cloud services. But Microsoft also understands the need to better manage costs when transitioning from traditional licensing to a consumption-based model, and we're always looking for ways to make the transition to the cloud easier for the community. Academic customers constantly worry about unknown costs and their liability under variable financial structures. One concern often heard is data egress fees. In order to enable our educational customers to achieve even more with the cloud, we're excited to announce an egress fee waiver for qualified customers. This makes moving to the cloud a much more predictable expense. Even more importantly, it paves the way for researchers to accelerate the pace of the important work they're doing. Azure customers who have an enrollment in Educational Solutions Agreement are eligible for this program. Customers won't have to do anything to get this benefit. There is no special contract to sign or agreement to enter into. Once the benefit becomes active in May, we will automatically remove the egress charges for our EES customers as long as they make up less than 15% of their total Azure consumption bill. This month, we were recognized by Forrester as a leader in their Big Data Hadoop cloud solutions. Now, Hadoop as a technology has become popular amongst the organizations to unlock insights from data of all shapes and sizes, helping to improve performance and unlock new potential. And our goal is simple. We want to make big data processing and analytics simpler and more accessible to bring big data to everybody, which is achieved through our Cortana Intelligence Suite. We're excited that Forrester recognized both the strength of our offerings as well as our strategy by placing Microsoft in the leaders ripple of the Big Data Hadoop cloud wave. In the coming year, we will continue to focus on delivering the highest value to our customers and partners through innovations that make big data and analytics even more accessible. Also this month, Microsoft's mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more takes another bold leap forward with the announcement of the general availability of services in Canada, as well as expansion into Korea. As one of the largest cloud operators in the world, Microsoft have invested more than 15 billion US dollars in building a resilient cloud infrastructure and services that are highly available and secure, all while lowering overall costs. With the introduction of these new locations, Microsoft have now announced 32 regions in total, with 24 generally available today and eclipsing every other major cloud provider in the process. This latest investment is further proof of Microsoft's commitment to empower customers to embrace a cloud-first world and is expected to accelerate public and hybrid cloud adoption, fueling growth, spurring innovation, and accelerating digital transformation. The new cloud regions will feature the same industry-leading levels of security, privacy and control, along with compliance and transparency that defines the Microsoft Trusted Cloud. In other news, we're excited to announce the general availability of Azure CDN from Akamai and the ability to offer our customers an additional CDN provider to choose from. Boasting more than 200,000 servers in over 120 countries, the integration will enable customers to expand their global footprint and reach, with 90% of the world's internet users being within a single network hop of a CDN server. Now, this provides significant opportunity to accelerate applications built on Azure and allows customers to instantly provision services and go live within minutes. This includes large production and entertainment companies to enterprises and e-commerce sites with global audiences. No matter what the size or demographic, these companies will all share a common challenge: the need to deliver content faster and more reliably to customers who expect instant access with low latency. The relationship between Microsoft and Akamai is long-standing. We have partnered at global scale for delivery of some of the most important global events of the decade. This includes working as critical technology partners for the Winter Olympics, FIFA World Cup, and NFL Super Bowl, in addition to partnering on software downloads for both Windows and Xbox. These announcements further cement our commitment to the global delivery of digital assets and performance expectations of our cloud community. Azure SQL Elastic Pools become generally available. So since previewing the technology last year, we've seen a tremendous number of SaaS and enterprise developers leveraging Elastic Pools to efficiently manage a growing number of cloud databases and apps. Elastic Pools are ideally suited for software as a service and line of business applications that need the performance, availability, and security isolation benefits provided by provisioning one database for each tenant or application. Each Elastic database in the pool gets the resources it needs when it needs it and eliminates the complexity of managing the performance of individual databases. Features include auto scaling that we control, so pools automatically scale performance and storage capacity for Elastic databases on the fly. We can control the performance assigned to a pool, add or remove on demand, and define performance without affecting the overall costs. Secondly, we get intelligent management of our environment. So built-in sizing recommendations proactively identify what databases could benefit from pools. This tied in with rich monitoring and troubleshooting dashboards help us to visualize historical pool utilization. Finally, we get performance. Basic, standard, and premium pools provide us with a broad spectrum of performance, storage, and pricing options. Pools can contain up to 400 Elastic databases and can auto scale up to 1,000 Elastic database transaction units. This year at Build, there were a number of great announcements. One of these exciting announcements was the public preview of Azure Test Drives. Now, test drives are frictionless trials of pre-configured virtual machines in Azure that provide simple sandbox environments to evaluate third-party solutions from a wide range of partners. And we understand that when considering new software solutions, you don't want to spend your time setting up test environments, installing software, configuring settings, and populating data. Instead, you want a fast and simple path to evaluate the workload without the headaches of unnecessary configuration. Test drives provide a pre-configured environment that you can start using within minutes. No setup, no hassle, no charge. These test drive images are designed to ease the evaluation of solutions available on Azure with simple deployments directly from the marketplace environment. Finally, we are very excited to announce the free public preview of the Azure Media Motion Detector. This media processor can be used with static camera footage to identify where in the video motion occurs. Targeted towards security video feeds, this technology is able to differentiate between real motion, such as a person walking into a room, and false positives, such as leaves in the wind, along with shadow or light changes. This allows you to generate security alerts from camera feeds without being spammed with endless irrelevant events, while being able to extract moments of interest from extremely long surveillance videos. This innovative technology builds on top of our Azure Media Analytics offerings, a collection of speech and vision components that make it easier for organizations and enterprises to derive actionable insights from their video files through advanced machine learning technology. Thank you very much for watching. As always, feel free to reach out and I will look forward to seeing you next time for our monthly updates.